The adventures of Canalet Island begin. Join me as I play Link's Awakening, my second Zelda game ever. Thanks for watching and enjoy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have a couple things to say. First things first, welcome. My name is Brian Saviano, aka Bricks O'Brien. So what happened, and this always happens, when you hear a content creator say, so here's the thing, this is what happened. So I was playing this game, and I was recording videos and whatnot, and doing what I do moderately well. Be fairly entertaining while playing video games, and doing it is what I do, right? And I ended up doing, there we go. I ended up doing the entirety of the next area in the game. Did not have the microphone on the entire time. So, here's the thing. I know where to go. I know what to do. We are going to do that. And I'm going to do everything that I did before in terms of that thing there for this next dungeon area. Now, the thing is, throughout the entirety of this playthrough so far, it seems like the more that I am going through this game, I feel as though I am complaining about the game and the experience with the game, and I don't want to do that because I'm comparing this a lot to Breath of the Wild, which is not fair, and this is a game very different from that. So, in that sense, in order to play this game to its most effectiveness, from what I have been told by multiple people at this point, not just, me or the internet or whatever, I'm saying multiple people have said this to me, who have played this game before, who have played previous Zelda games like this before. They have all said, and I still clearly don't know where I'm going, they have all said that in order to play this game to the most effective level, I need to get a guide and play this game with a guide, especially considering, I don't know if I've got one of these before, Secret Seashells, I get something eventually, we're not going to go for them. But in order to play this game to the most effective level that I can, I should have a guide on me while playing the game. Now, I'd prefer not to do that because I'd like to think I know what I'm doing, but I don't. There are many mechanics of this game that I do not understand because I have never played a Zelda game like this before. So what's going to happen is after this next area here, this is what you need to do for the story and whatnot, blah, 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 everything that I'm doing right here. So you got to return, whatever his name is, right? So we have to go back all the way down here. Yes, I have also had a nice coffee. It's already more than halfway gone. So there we go. So what's also going to happen is instead of doing this as a live commentary situation, I am going to do the rest of this game as a post-play commentary. So that means I'm going to record the game then after the fact, do my commentary like I would for any normal game. So that way, I will be able to share tips and tricks with you, as well as going to the same places that I need to. I don't need to edit a ton and be wandering aimlessly around areas. I can actually get to the point of where I want to go, for the most part, and call it there, right? So what we need to do now is head over technically toward this way second, but we need to head toward, where is the pathway I need to go? There's like a little flower pot field, like down here, right? Where is the flower pot field? Or the pothole field. Yeah, pothole field. I think it's back toward this way. So there's lots of backtracking. There's lots of little secrets here, and I don't know them. I really, really don't. And I don't want to come off like I don't know what I'm doing because, well, I don't. I really don't know what I'm doing. And I vented on social media. I'm like, I feel like I'm stupid because I don't know the mechanics of this game. Now, is it my fault that I don't know the mechanics of the game because I've never played a Zelda game before? Is it intentionally like this that I don't know what's going on? Things like that. So, the perfect example is So for this area here, you need a shovel eventually, right? So you need to get a shovel. Now, for all of the different abilities in the game, like the jumping ability, magic, that sort of thing, you get those all via story means of the game, right? And now we have to go back over. So that's unlocked right here. So now we got to go back toward the castle here. But for the shovel, you get all of that stuff in a dungeon, right? So you would think, yeah, I must get the shovel in a dungeon because it's an item necessary for the story. You're wrong. You need to go over to this thing here and actually purchase a shovel in the shop for 200 rupees. If you don't have the 200 rupees, well, then you're out of luck. But luckily, we do have it here, and there we go. So now we can use a shovel, and we can equip it either with X or Y. So the issue with a Zelda game like this compared to Breath of the Wild, and I'm going to keep doing a comparison just because I've only known Breath of the Wild, is that in the beginning of Breath of the Wild, and I've taken a minute to formulate my thoughts, right? So I know how I feel about it. So I need to go back through, all the way back through here and go upward. Okay, cool, because I can't go the other way. So the thing is, with that game, you get all of the abilities you will need to complete the game in its entirety right on the Great Plateau. You get the stasis, the bombs, magnesis, and there you go. Cryonis, and that's it. You only have 4 abilities, and you can complete the entirety of the game with just that and nothing else. You don't need anything else throughout the entirety of the rest of the game, and I am used to that. So when there are sections here that I don't know, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here yet. Am I missing a tool that's going to make this easier? Is this my fault that I'm bad, or is it because the game isn't scripted for me to be at this point right now? So I'm going through all that, and I'm thinking, wow, I feel really dumb because I'm not grasping this right now. So, good thing about right here, the bananas that we had earlier, yeah, they finally go here. So luckily, that worked out too. So, what if I never got the bananas and did that whole thing? Then I'd be out of luck. Okay, where do I go get the bananas? And you got to backtrack. You got to do that whole thing there. So that's the issue I have with this game already. As somebody who has not been a Zelda fan until Breath of the Wild, and then you go into this, and it's so radically different, and especially and there's a stick here. What do I do with the stick? I don't know. So, it's so radically different, especially for kids. Obviously, this is the traditional Zelda experience. It's a 2D game, like a top-down game. You're going to go to all the various areas, and, usually in the game, there's nothing underneath a shrub like that. And then magically, that is a required story part, right? You know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff like that. So I can only imagine for kids, especially, okay, I'm lost. What do I do? And the thing is, my friends who are obviously into Zelda, they're like, oh yeah, well, tough luck. You got to get good at the game. And I understand that. And it's not like Breath of the Wild was an easy game. It wasn't baby hold your hand or anything like that. It was fairly easy. So right here, you need to get 5 golden leaves, right? So one of them, I'll tell you right now, is you go over here. You have to toss that to the tree, defeat the crow right here, and there it is. But there's no other way. The crow is that's one of them. And there's not another crow you defeat to get the leaf and all that. There's different means of getting them. So it's not you really need to do every single little thing. And who's to say right here, under here, there could be something integral to the story that you need to swipe that. Well, you don't. But it forces you kind of to explore everything here. So I'm just not used to it, and it makes me feel dumb in a way, because I've never played a game like this. And, I guess a similar thing could be said if you've never played a Mario game before. I mean, maybe that's just because I'm young, I played it since I was so young, but I feel like a Mario game is easier to grasp only because of the fact that you can jump. Maybe you got to figure out the length of a jump or something like that. That might be the thing that you are confused by, but there's no secret mechanics to Mario. I feel like there aren't. Yeah, there are different moves you can do, different types of jumps and whatnot, but I think it's fairly straightforward. And Zelda is very not straightforward, you know? It's very, you need to know every single little thing and be used to the games themselves. So I'm not used to it. So that's why I'm going to do a post-play commentary after the fact. So that way I can get all the secrets, because what I was doing for the, for this part here, like, I had to go and use a guide. I had to figure out where stuff was, because otherwise I am going to die. Yep, cool. I couldn't figure out where it was. And then I was watching videos of this game being played, and I'm like, well, I'm spoiling myself here. And then I'm not going to unauthentically react to things on screen. I'd rather just record it after the fact and then talk about, you know, tips for the game and be, you know, entertaining after the fact. So I haven't done a post-play commentary to this scale in a long time, but I will. And then, like, the thing is, in some rooms, clearing out the room doesn't mean you get any reward. Some rooms it does. You know, do I need to defeat all the enemies in here? Do I not need, like, do I need to? Like, what dictates it being a story thing? When does it dictate it not being, you know? So, like, right here, you didn't get anything for defeating those two guys, so it's just those little inconsistencies there, and obviously there's two more down here. But, like, it's inconsistencies like that that get me, and I like, my brain just doesn't function that way, you know? It's the same thing, like, when people create Lego creations, right? And they are so good at making something. And I feel like I'm, you know, like, I need bombs. And see, okay, so this is another thing. I need bombs right here. Well, I don't have bombs on me, so where do I go? Where do I go to get bombs? I don't know. Like, I couldn't even tell you. So I think I need to go, yeah, I do need to go over here. Over on the right side, in those vases, there are bombs. So I will go and do that. And then we can go inside of that area and defeat that Golden Knight there. So, and like here, for some reason, I couldn't piece together that destroying that door means you have to throw a vase at the door. My mind doesn't work that way. I don't know why. Like, it just, it doesn't make, why would you throw a vase at a door and that's what gets the door open? That doesn't make any sense. But obviously the vase is on the door, so that would make sense, right? But it just, you know, like, it just doesn't, I don't know. So, let's see here. He's gonna go this way. Yep. Okay, cool. So, let me see if I can block this. Yes, oh, it can't. Okay. I don't know how to block this, actually. There we go. Nice. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, cool. So, and, like, some things, like, oh, you know what I could have done? Jump. I should have jumped. Like, okay. I keep doing that. Why aren't there more bombs everywhere? Why do I need to go back and get them? Why can't I just, you know, that I'm not doing what I wanted to do? There we go. Just keep doing this. Okay. Nope. I'm just gonna keep spamming, maybe. That'll work. Nope. There we... Ooh, nope. Didn't get it again. Like, why do I need to go back and get bombs? Why aren't they just there? And that's kind of like old game theory. You know, it's just kind of a waste of time to go back to an old location to get bombs. Why not just have them be on me, you know? It just doesn't make any sense in that way. So, I get it, but, like, it just wastes more time. So the Breath of the Wild solved that by just not having bombs, like, on you. Oh, I can't escape. Nice. Okay. So I just need to be out of range, it seems like. Yeah, I do. Okay. And I still get hit by it anyways. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and I still get hit. Oh, dang it. Let me just defeat him and skip this. There we go. I'm trying to talk and get that done, and I try to spam him. Whatever. So, it just... I don't know. So, like, here we have one bomb on me. Like, why not just have 10? Why not have 2 or 3 or whatever? So, it's that old logic of trying to just expand the gameplay without adding much more, because it takes more time to go back and find a bomb. Like, why not just have infinite on you? And, like, jumping. Why is it jump? Why is that an ability that you get? Rather it just be a part of the game. Stuff like that. So, I'm just very not used to it, and I feel I need more no, I have 2, right? I have 2. Okay, cool. So why not, like, just why not do those things? And I just feel I feel like I'm just not getting something. So that's why I'm going to do a post-play commentary. I'm going to look at a guide. I'm going to do that whole thing that way. And just that way I'm not spoiling it for myself. And I actually know what I'm doing relatively, you know, and I can talk about the game and other stuff after the fact. I think it's going to be more interesting that way. So that way I can actually take my time, you know, and I can properly play the game and do all that stuff there. Get all 5 of these leaves here. So, do I have all 5? That's all 5. Okay, cool. So, I'll just go in here for the sake of it. And, yeah. Okay, cool. That's how I get out of here. So, yeah, that's what my methodology is for this game going forward, is doing that sort of stuff. And I am going to play it. I was very aggravated. The past couple of times I played this, I was like, why is this game this way? Why can't I understand it? So... And even Matt was like, and obviously he was there for like the Breath of the Wild finale and all that, so he's the Zelda aficionado. And he was like, honestly, Brian, you're probably going to hate this game. And I'm like, oh, I really hope I don't, because we already have most of the map unlocked. I want to be able to enjoy the game, you know? I don't want to get stressed out by it. I have to go up this way. Like, I don't want to get stressed out. I don't want to, like, oh, just because it's different means it's dumb, you know? And it kind of came off that way in the commentary, like I'm comparing it too much to Breath of the Wild in a bad way. I'm saying, why is it not like this? Why is it so aggravating? Why does this game not have this, you know? And that happens a lot of the time. So I want to make sure I don't convey that, like, I don't hate the game or anything like that. Like, it's a beautiful game, and a lot of people are really into it, and it's actually sold very well. And I think that's because of the success of Breath of the Wild. And people are used to, like, the idea, like, this game is so, like, it's in the same idea. You know, it's a Zelda game, and it's the next one out since Breath of the Wild. So, obviously, people are really excited for it and invested in it, but I don't know how well kids are going to take it, you know, compared to how Breath of the Wild is if that's their first one. And then you have this one here, which is radically different from Breath of the Wild. And in all honesty, you know, Breath of the Wild is much different than any other Zelda game. So it's like, I don't know. You gotta figure out what you like and don't like about it and take it from there. But like this section here, I was getting so aggravated because I kept falling into the holes here. But instead, I'm doing this approach here, getting rid of a bunch in a row. That way I can find the actual path to get out of here. So, but I was getting so mad because I'm like, why can't I just get through the field? Why is it like this, you know? And it's a combination of it being like an old game. It's a remaster. They want to be faithful to the original, obviously. But, yeah. So, that's a long story short for saying it's going to be post-play commentary afterward. And I keep falling in the hole. Like, it's stuff like this. So I'm going to jump over this. Okay, I want to jump. Let me jump. There we go. Like, you can see I was, like, it kept, like, you know, trying to drag me into the hole there. And we've got another heart piece. That's cool. But I keep falling in the hole. Not like it matters. And there we go. Cool. So, let me jump. Let me jump. See? There we go. Okay, cool. This is what I mean. Like, stuff like that. And it was all that stuff on top of everything else. And I was so mad. And like here, in Soil Sleep Secrets Beneath Your Souls, I'm very bad with riddles too. What this means is you equip the shovel and you dig beneath you. Right here. That's your key. That is the key you need to get to the area. And that's a slime key. So you can see, like, all right, Brian wouldn't have been able to figure that out the first time. So that's why I'm like, let me just do a post-play commentary here. And I'm actually going to move myself down here. That way you can actually see the names of the locations and whatnot. So I'm going to be down here from now on. But yeah, so it's going to be, I'm going to show you everything you need to do in the game to beat the game. And then afterward, it's going to be me talking about whatever. Just because. And like over here, now I got to walk all the way around over to this way to do that thing, you know? Like, I can't go back all the way down that way. And then all these holes here are, you know, yeah. So, this dungeon coming up here, and this is, again, like, this is what Zelda is supposed to be. Is this type of gameplay here. You are trying to Go to Dungeon A, get the keys, find the hidden walls that are some reason there, all that sort of thing.